Hey everyone, welcome to the Hanover Raceway Season Preview Show. My name is Tony Elliott and I am very excited to be back with you again this season on the broadcast team. We are starting 1 week later than normal because of COVID-19 restrictions, but we are super thrilled to have some enhancements this season. One of those enhancements happens to be Katie Hilliard, who has joined me on my left. Katie has joined the broadcast team this season. Katie, how are you?
I'm good, Tony, thanks. I spent my whole season here last year behind the scenes, but I'm really excited to spend it in front of the camera this time.
Yeah, we're super happy to have you, for sure. Like I mentioned, we are starting 1 week later than normal, but you can catch all the action from the comfort of your own home again this season on Facebook, YouTube, and on our website. So that'll be great, especially with the new enhancements we have coming up this season. One of those enhancements happens to be the new wagering menu, which we will take you through just after the break.
Welcome back, everyone. Tony, before the commercial break, you mentioned that we had some changes to our wagering menu this season. Would you like to walk us through what changes we've made?
Absolutely. We got a very exciting menu here at Hanover Raceway this season. Of course, you guys well supported the Pick 4 last year, $2,000 guarantee. We're actually moving that to the Race 4 and dropping the guarantee on that because we're bringing in something even more exciting, a Pick 5 wager. Everyone has supported that over the winter at Western Fair and also at Flamborough Downs, and obviously Pick 5 at Mohawk with a $100,000 guarantee was very successful. So it was pretty logical for us to seek out the Pick 5 wager to start in Race 1 with a $2,000 guarantee. Like I mentioned, the Pick 4 is going to move to race number 4. And as well, we're going to finish out the card with another low takeout play, the Pick 3 in races 8, 9, and 10. So we're very excited to have that menu this season. And you guys supported us last season with a 91% increase in wagering. So we're very happy that you guys support us and you guys are getting rewarded with a brand new menu. So we hope you support that again this season. We're happy to host 2 OSS grassroots events again this season. As well, we have 3 Prospect Series events on deck. We're happy to support the Ontario Sire Stakes, which we have a fantastic program here in Ontario. We also have our 2 signature events that we always have on deck this season. Katie, what are those events?
As usual, we always have our signature balanced image and our Dream of Glory every year. Tony, can you give us some of your contenders for the Dream of Glory this upcoming season?
Of course, Sweet Soul David has to be the favorite. Like Steve Fitzsimmons, general manager, indicated in his winter book for the Dream of Glory, Sweet Soul David, he was a powerhouse in the balance image last year, sweeping both elimination and final for that event. He's also been racing in the U.S. to start this season because of the COVID-19 lockdown. So he qualified 157-4 over Harris, Philadelphia, and he's been very impressive down there. So you got to think he could be the second in history to sweep both the balance image and Dream of Glory trot. Another contender, that a local favorite here, is Harry, trained by Paul Walker. He's been trained here on a regular basis, and he has had a very impressive qualifier to start off the season. We're excited to see how he starts his racing season as we approach the Dream of Glory. Steve Fitzsimmons, our general manager, will be joining us just after the short commercial break to take you through some of the more enhancements we have on this season's calendar.
Great Bruce's favorite country.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm now joined in the studio here with our general manager, Steve Fitzsimmons. Steve, before we mentioned that we have had some broadcast enhancements made this season, can you walk us through some of these enhancements we've made?
Yeah, Katie, there's lots of change, and of course, you're the first one adding you to our broadcast team. We're delighted to work with you this year. Looking forward to it. But on the technical side, there's certainly lots of interesting things happening. The first thing that you're going to notice is we're going to have a camera in the paddock. So you're going to see horses coming out of the paddock from time to time throughout the broadcast. We are also anticipating having a new starting gate arriving in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to have a starting gate camera on that as well. So that's going to be a neat perspective that we've certainly seen it on other racetracks, and we're looking forward to having it here at Hanover Raceway. The biggest enhancement in my mind is actually called the lower pan camera. And that's going to be a camera that's added to our tarmac area, and it's going to provide a split screen view, top and bottom, of our camera up high and this camera down low, that is going to be very reminiscent of what you see at Woodbine Mohawk Park with their broadcast. You see two views on camera at the same time. I think that's going to be a really great enhancement for Hanover Raceway. The other thing that we've added behind the scenes is called a switcher, which is basically allows for easier transitions between shots. So for those that don't know much about TV, you know, it's going to allow us to fade out. It's going to allow us to not just have kind of a jump cut from one shot to the other. Easier and smoother transitions. It's just going to make our broadcast look a little bit sharper, a little bit easier to watch, and certainly I think you're going to see a huge difference in the quality there as well.
Most certainly, and unfortunately, given we can't have fans here for at least the first little half of our season, given those broadcast enhancements will definitely make the watching from home much more enjoyable. And also, Steve, we've added a new event this season. We're happy to introduce the OLG Women's Driver Challenge. Steve, can you walk us through what this event will be like?
Yeah, this is really an exciting new enhancement. So this is a partnership between Hanover Raceway and Dresden Raceway. It'll take place on July 17th here, July 18th at Dresden. And it's basically going to be a weekend women's driving challenge sponsored by OLG. We're really glad to have them on board as our corporate sponsor. But it's going to be 5 races exclusively for women drivers here at Hanover Raceway, 5 at Dresden the following day. Ladies will earn points towards winning the championship, and they're donating their earnings to a couple of charities. Here it'll be the Canadian Cancer Society for cervical cancer. In the Dresden area, it's going to be called a charity called Harness for Hope, which is a well-known cancer fundraising charity down that way. So great cause. Both tracks are going to do some additional fundraising. We are going to have an online silent auction with some amazing items that you're going to see, you know, in the next few to 2 or 3 weeks or so. And Dresden will do something as well. So we're looking forward to that. The other thing is we have some interesting content from all over Ontario. Locally, of course, a couple of names you're going to recognize that if you're a Hanover Raceway fan. Natasha Day races here regularly. She's in the field. And Julie Walker, the daughter of Paul Walker, Paul and Brenda, from Own Sound. She has her own stable down around the Carlisle area now, but she's certainly well known in the area, and she's going to be driving here as well. So, and of course, the top drivers from all over Ontario among women. So this is a neat showcase to highlight their skills. We think they deserve this spotlight, and we're really happy to provide it. And we think in the long term, it might lead to some more fans for our sport. And we hope it inspires other young women to get part of our sport, whether it's, you know, you want to be a groom, a trainer, or possibly a driver in an upcoming Ontario Women's Driving Championship down the line. You never know.
Most certainly, I think it's a very unique event, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to it. One other thing, last season our fans enjoyed playing our Survivor Series, but we've definitely kicked that up a notch this season. Steve, what have we changed?
Yeah, so the Survivor contest was tons of fun. Of course, it was a $100 jackpot weekly, and a couple of times we had COSA sponsor a larger jackpot. But this year we're really pleased to introduce a weekly $300 Survivor pot for this free contest. And basically, as you know, you basically have to pick a horse that finishes in the top 3 in each race to move on to the next leg. It's free to play. The entry is on our website on a weekly basis, and $300. And so that pot is the highest of any racetrack in Canada. So we want to be a must play. We want to be a must watch. We think this is going to drive a lot of people to pay attention to Hanover Raceway and to watch our races and obviously take a shot at this pool. And Katie, if you're a decent bettor, you get $300 into your account, you might be able to turn that into $3,000, or in my case, back to zero, but you know.
Absolutely, depends on the person.
Yes, it does.
But to wrap this up, I think we definitely should give away some swag to our fans, don't you think?
Sure, why not? Here's what we're going to do. We'll give away a hat and t-shirt combo to 2 lucky fans, and all you have to do is on our Facebook page, as you're watching this video, post below the name of your favorite Hanover Raceway driver. So that could be Doug McNair, it could be Bruce Richardson, it could be Natasha Day, or any other Hanover Raceway driver. So post that in the comments below, and we will draw from all the entries randomly for 2 lucky winners. We'll announce them a little bit later on today.
Good luck to all of you, and our post time is 1:30 every Saturday all summer long, and we hope to see you here soon.